Good evening, church family. So glad to see y'all here tonight with us as we get into Matthew chapter 16. Here Jesus is in the thick of his ministry, talking to Pharisees, disciples, to all these different people he's coming across. And in chapter 16, he gets into a conversation with one of his disciples, one of my personal favorite, Peter. Now, Peter was a guy that would stick his foot in his mouth. He would speak his mind. Maybe you know somebody like that. Maybe you are somebody like that. You just fly off the cuff. You just go off the handle. Whatever comes across your mind, when you think it, when you hear it, when you see it, boom, you say it. It's out of your mouth. Well, sometimes it's a good thing, and as we'll find out, sometimes not so much. In chapter 16, verse 13, when Jesus came to the region of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, "Who do men say that I, the Son of Man, am?" Jesus asked his disciples, "Who do people think I am? Who do people say that I am?" So they said, some say John the Baptist, some Elijah, and others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. They were kind of all speaking at once and saying, "Oh, it's this guy, Old Testament prophet." But he said to him, "But who do you say that I am?" That's different. Jesus is wanting to get a little bit more personal. I understand all those people are thinking that I am one of these prophets of old. But who do you say that I am? Well, good old Simon Peter answered and said, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." Whew, amazing. Jesus answered and said to him, "Blessed are you, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father who is in heaven. And I also say to you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven." Then he commanded his disciples that they should tell no one that he was Jesus, the Christ. Whoo! Good answer, Peter. I mean, I'm pretty sure Peter's feeling pretty good about himself. Nailed it. Got it. Yeah, God told me, but I'll take a little bit of the credit for it. He is on cloud 9. He's feeling pretty good. Keep reading. From that time, Jesus began to show to his disciples that he must go to Jerusalem and suffer many things from the elders and the chief priests and the scribes, and be killed and raised the third day. Then, remember just a couple verses ago, maybe a few hours before, maybe a couple days before, then Peter knows what he's talking about. Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him, Jesus, saying, "Far be it from you, Lord, this shall not happen to you." But Jesus turned to Peter and said, "Get behind me, Satan. You are an offense to me, for you are not mindful of the things of God, but the things of men." Be careful for inconsistencies, where we are cloud 9 1 second, and the next minute we are down in the dumps. We are down in the bottom of the barrel. We are totally up and down, like the waves of the sea. Peter probably should have kept his mouth shut. Peter should have said, "Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, you're right." But instead, he chipped in when he shouldn't have. Be careful who's influencing you. You see who told Peter to say both those things? The first one, Jesus, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." Good job, Peter. My Father told you that. Jesus, no, there's no way I'll let you go die on the cross. "Get thee behind me, Satan." Be careful the voices you let influence you. Be careful the ones let dictate your thoughts. Let's listen to those from up there, not those from down there. Thanks for joining us as we go into Matthew 16. Tomorrow night, we'll dive into Psalms.